Hi there, Jen Broyles here. So today I want to talk about what I found the three best diets for IBS to be. And when it comes to IBS and dealing with just that uncomfortable bloating and gas and constipation, diarrhea, whatever your main symptoms may be, diet plays a big role. While diet alone may not cure your IBS, and we do need to do more work to uncover the root cause of what is causing your symptoms, diet can definitely help lessen your symptoms and make things a little more tolerable for you. So, what you put into your mouth plays a huge role. And there are hundreds of diets out there claiming to be the best and most effective. However, many of them are lacking in vital nutrients and they consist of a ton of processed food, and they're usually impossible to maintain long term. And also, if you're someone that's struggling with IBS, then I doubt your primary objective is to lose weight. It's probably to just feel better and eliminate your painful, uncomfortable symptoms. So, what is the best diet when everything you eat seems to make you feel miserable? And I've struggled with that. I went through a long period where I thought like I was eating a super clean, healthy diet, yet everything I ate made me feel sick. So that was really my question for many years, and it took me a while to find the answer. And after years of trial and error and a lot of research, I have personally found certain paleo style diets to be very effective at healing digestive problems and reducing painful symptoms. And I know like these have worked for me and they've worked for many others, and there's a lot of research out there to support this. So below I will discuss three different diets that I recommend trying if you're still suffering from digestive distress. Now, the basis for all of these protocols is that you're removing some of the key inflammatory foods and foods that are just very difficult to digest and could be contributing to a leaky, damaged gut. And what we want to do is incorporate more nutrient dense, easily digestible foods. So you're going to be eating real food, no processed junk, no refined sugar. Okay, so the first one, and you may be familiar with it, is called the specific carbohydrate diet, or SCD for short. And this protocol has been around for many years. There's actually a book on it called Breaking the Vicious Cycle, so you can learn more about it through that book. And it's a very, very healthy, very well balanced diet that is highly specific to the types of sugars and starches that are allowed. So the types of carbohydrates that are allowed on SCD are predominantly single sugars. So those sugars that are found in fruit and honey and properly prepared yogurt and certain vegetables. So this diet will eliminate any difficult to digest sugars and starches. And the idea is that any food, and specifically carbohydrates, that are given to a person with digestive problems should be a food that requires little or no digestion. So the digestive process doesn't get in the way of nutrient absorption. So if your gut is damaged and your digestion is messed up, then chances are you're not absorbing your nutrients properly. And so you really want to make the digestive process as easy as possible by eating those foods that are most easily digestible. And SCD has proved extremely effective for those suffering from Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, chronic diarrhea, IBS, and diverticulitis. So it's very well known. It's been around for years. It's very well researched. And while many people don't have to stay on this diet forever, it is critical that you strictly adhere to the diet while you're healing. There's really no room for cheating. And there are also several stages to this plan, starting with what's called the introductory phase. So again, you can check out the book, Breaking the Vicious Cycle, to learn more information about this diet, if that's something that you're interested in considering. For me personally, I did try SCD. I didn't try it for very long. I did notice that it helped my symptoms of bloating, but it didn't help completely with some of my other symptoms. So while I think that is a great diet and it works for a lot of people, again, it wasn't the one that I stuck with personally. The second diet I want to talk about is Autoimmune Protocol. And again, this is another version of a paleo diet. And it is a fantastic plan to help you heal your gut and improve digestion. It really is great for leaky gut syndrome. And of course, as you know by the name, it's fantastic for those with an autoimmune condition. And, all disease begins in the gut, and autoimmune conditions are strongly linked to poor gut health and leaky gut. And in fact, IBS has been considered by many to be autoimmune in nature. So, the Autoimmune Protocol can be fantastic for healing your gut and helping with IBS. And the way it works to reduce inflammation in the gut and calm inflammation throughout the body. So many people with chronic digestive problems also have other systemic symptoms such as depression, anxiety, headaches, joint pain, skin issues. All of these things that come about in other parts of the body are strongly linked to the gut and the health of the gut. So you may be someone with IBS, so you've got digestive problems, but maybe you also experience other things like acne or headaches or anxiety, things like that, that can all be linked back to the health of your gut and leaky gut. And the Autoimmune Protocol can really help improve that. Now, the diet works to remove any offending foods and ease the digestive process so the gut can heal. And so, like I said, it is a type of paleo diet, but it takes paleo a step further by also eliminating other foods that can cause inflammation in certain people. So, foods like nightshade vegetables, nuts and seeds, eggs, chocolate, alcohol, and there are a few other items. So you can Google autoimmune protocol or autoimmune paleo to learn more about that diet. But again, I find that to be a fantastic one. That's really the one that helped me. And, I did it for a good 30 days and then started trying to add certain foods back in. So I've kind of come up with a customized diet that really works for me. It is a paleo diet, but there are still foods that I find I don't tolerate very well, so I avoid them most of the time. But I've been able to add certain things back in as my gut has healed, which is fantastic. The third diet I'd like to talk about, and I think it is a great one for those with IBS, is low FODMAP Paleo. So low FODMAP has become a very popular diet among those with IBS, and even conventional doctors are recommending a low FODMAP diet for patients with IBS. And I think low FODMAP is a very great place to start. But I do like to take it a step further to do a low FODMAP paleo diet. And just to kind of explain, so FODMAPs, they're a type of sugar or carbohydrate, and they can be very problematic for people with SIBO or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And there are several different types of FODMAPs. And you may be sensitive to some and not others. So the key thing to do is to experiment. Trial and error is going to be what really, helps you decide and decipher which foods work for you and which foods don't. But if you want to try eliminating FODMAPs completely and then adding things back in, that's a great way to go. But FODMAPs are, like I said, short chain carbohydrates that are poorly absorbed in the small intestine. So even some healthy paleo foods like Brussels sprouts and cauliflower, garlic, onions, apples, all of those foods are high in FODMAPs. And these foods can ferment in the gut and worsen IBS symptoms. So you might experience more bloating or abdominal pain and cramping or more gas when you eat these foods. So if you find that your symptoms worsen when you eat foods that are high in FODMAPs, then I would recommend, first of all, eliminating foods that are high in FODMAPs and then taking a lactulose breath test to diagnose you with SIBO, because FODMAPs and SIBO are strongly linked. And again, if you Google low FODMAP diet, then you'll find a lot of different variations. And a typical low FODMAP diet, while it eliminates gluten-containing grains, it still allows for non-gluten grains and a lot of processed foods. And so I don't feel like just a standard low FODMAP diet is enough. Again, I like to do a low FODMAP paleo, so you're cutting out grains completely and you're sticking to just 100% real food, no processed junk, no refined sugar. And even that diet is still a very nutrient dense, very nourishing, satiating diet. You can get all the nutrients you need and stay very healthy. But eliminating the grains, the processed foods, and the sugar will just further promote healing. It'll reduce inflammation and reduce the uncomfortable GI symptoms that come with IBS. And again, some other great features of a paleo diet in general are that it is a fairly easy diet to maintain long term because it is very satiating. You're eating a lot of healthy fats and a lot of animal protein, and it's not a low carb diet. So you can get a lot of, great healthy carbohydrates through fruits and vegetables. And so when you're consuming the protein and healthy fat, your body feels fuller longer. You're not tempted to keep eating. And it's also an extremely nourishing diet, which makes it a great long term protocol. It can really be a lifestyle. I don't even like calling it a diet because it really is a lifestyle. You can maintain it forever. And, over time, if, you're following a paleo protocol, it can be very helpful at maintaining a healthy weight. Eating this way is really great for healing the gut and balancing your hormones. And really, as this happens, your body will start to return to that healthy weight, whether that means shedding pounds or gaining weight. For me, I was severely underweight, and so I was at the time very concerned to eliminate even more food from my diet because I knew I could not afford to lose any more weight. But when I did this, I was promoting gut healing. And so over time, as I was nourishing my body and healing my gut, I started to put that needed weight back on. And then other people, if they have weight to lose, they are able to naturally lose that weight through following a very clean anti-inflammatory diet such as this. So if you need help starting any of these protocols, I would strongly encourage you to reach out to me, schedule a free 15-minute consultation, and we can chat to see what your issues are and how I might be able to help. But visit my website, jenbreuils.com, and you can click on the blog and read many articles about IBS, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. You can find some great gut healing recipes. And again, on the sidebar, you will find a link to schedule a free 15-minute phone consultation. So I would love to chat with you. But that's all for now. And I look forward to talking again soon. Bye for now.